I'm trying to, there's a layer there, identify where the layers are. So there's a layer right there. I just sort of tap it. If I punch through that, there's another layer there. I punch through that without breaking the pole from the rental shop, and that's probably the ground. So it's sort of like two layers. There's one there and one there. So there's one about here and one about here deep. So what I want to do is I want to cut a 30 by 30 centimetre square out of the snow. So I sort of make like a noughts and crosses, and I don't know if anyone saw me doing it down there earlier. Okay, so that's that second layer. And I want to see if there's a layer below that. Yeah, there's another layer. So what I want to do, what I'm trying to do here, I'll draw you a little picture from side on. There's the top of the snow. Then there's a layer here, buried down. And then like there's the ground here. Does that make sense? What I've drawn? So what I've done here is I've cut down and hit that first layer, and then I punch through sort of in between there and the ground. Alright, so what I need to do is I don't stop at the layer, I go past the layer. What I do is I punch through all the way around. So there's that layer, that's the layer I think is going to be the one. That's a melt freeze crust. There's a hard layer buried down 10 centimetres. So I'm just excavating past that crust with my pole at the front. There's a layer, push through it, and at the back. There's our top slab. So in the middle of there's surface holler. I can already tell by the way it's reacting. Okay? I don't want to get rid of all this snow at the front.
Do you feel like there's that faceted layer?
Underneath is probably the fastest. I want to get rid of all this snow, break it up. There's the ground. So what I've found is there appears to be another layer in here somewhere. Middle. Could be that mid-interval foreground. Okay, we can see it. So what I've done is I've created like a tower of snow. Okay, so it's just sitting there under its own weight. It's not attached to anything else. Okay, I've hit the ground there. Now what I want to do is I want to tap it and see if it's going to avalanche. Okay, so I'll just get my hand. Now, where do you think I tap? How far down that cut? Tap both layers? Or just tap above the layer I want to test?
Yeah.
So I'm worried about this melt freeze crust. So I'm just going to stick my hand down just above the crust and tap the layer above the crust. There it went. And there's the surface all buried. You see all those little feathers?
Oh,
yeah.
See it now?
Yep.
Shrimp behind my jacket. Okay, and then in the middle here, there's another layer. Here. And there, that's the new snow on top. So there's a new snow, melt freeze crust. There's that was the surface last week. There's the 8 centimetre down hole, and there's the next surface, and then underneath here was the plastics. Which so down there again is another melt freeze crust. Okay. So there's 2 melt freeze crusts buried in the snowpack. So we slid on that first melt freeze crust, and you saw me with one hand tap. Then I did a 2-hand tap and it popped off. So there's single tap is easy result, 2-hand test is a moderate result, and if I had to grab it and yank it like I did on that bottom layer, I had to really give it a good water. That's what we call a hard result. It's hard to get the result. So, what do you think moderate snow results are sort of indicating? Sort of safe, but maybe not hard. But not like first little baby tap pop. Yeah, that'd be like a